All over the world, people in industries are seeing the dramatic effect of technology. As innovations are developed, new industries, services and business models are also created, and financial technology, or FinTech, is at the forefront. With me is Amaury CEO of Aston ITrade Finance, to discuss what this means for business. Well, Amaury, there is the view that 20% of traditional bank revenue is at peril because of FinTech. What do you make of this?
Oh, it's a great move on the market. You speak about 20% maybe of the bank who are going to change of business. I can give you a figure about our business. 40% of the assets of the corporates are based on trade receivables. So if you put these two key figures, you can imagine that maybe FinTech or new services can arrange new services that the banks doesn't make for the moment.
And so for banks, when it comes to FinTech, it's really a matter of adapt or die.
FinTech can give new tools, new digital tools to the banks. So it's not a war. It's more a new way to make business with bank. We will not die, but with FinTech, which is a reality.
We have been seeing the burgeoning rise of direct banks. Do you think this could be the banking model of the future?
I'm sure that for the B2C market, yes. We can take the example of Airbnb, for example. Airbnb have no flat. We can imagine, it's right at the beginning, a platform dedicated to consumer where you can choose basic services such as payment, transfer, and after it's back for the bank, by the bank, because there is a strong regulatory rules to use. For B2B, I think it's more platform where you can join services, but it's not a one-to-shop system.
So how would you say customer behavior is influencing innovation, or would you say it's the other way around?
I am sure that you use Facebook for many years, or you use Twitter, and now to choose an hotel you are using booking.com. So when every day, from many years, you use such a tool which is friendly, easy to use, and you come on a financial system which is a 1.0 system. If I take the example of factoring, most of the software are software from the 80s. So it's sure that the consumer or the corporates is used to friendly system, and you don't find that in the banking system technology. It's why I say one of the best way for FinTech to make business is to offer a new digital way to sell things.
And the knock-on effect for banks when it comes to sort of the consumer desire, if you like?
The consumer have great power now. He can share his mind, he can share his information. Let's give you an example. Speaking about rating, you know that the banks, governments, institutes are rating corporates or people. Now, who is rating who? Take the example of TripAdvisor. It's not an expert who gives the notes to an hotel. It's the consumer.
There are so many different innovations out there today. So how do you know which ones that you should really adapt to, or which ones are just perhaps a passing fad?
Listen to the customer. You know that Steve Jobs said, I don't listen to the customer. I address needs the customer, even don't know himself. We don't have this ambition. So we have to listen to the consumer. And how does it work outside finance? We take the example of Airbnb, of Uber, for example. The second way, sorry for that, is you need experience about the market. So you need to have in your team people who know the banking system, the financial system, for many years. That's the two key of success.
So finally, how do you see FinTech evolving over the coming years?
Now FinTech are here, but very often we say FinTech is going to kill the bank. Of course not, sorry for that. The bank are going to still exist. Yes, the bank have strong position. It's a very, very big business. But the FinTech, first of all, can win a large amount of the market, but not all the market. That's the disruption way to do it. I think it's going to be a very, very strong move in the coming months and years. It's to collaborate with the bank to build new services. And one of the major points is the point regarding regulation. If a FinTech wants to make everything like a bank, it's going to become a bank. If you want to do it differently, you can maybe, and it's a way to Aston to do it, to work within the financial institution. And this we can give new services to the corporates and to the consumer, because the target is to bring digital and new services to the market.